cannot tell me otherwise. This is his best banger, period. There's no other banger like this joint right here, produced by C-Sig. Phenomenal job. Hands down, favorite new Toronto track of all time. Cannot top it. Back in Business came pretty motherfucking close. The only thing is, it was just a minute too short. I needed more of that motherfucker. Otherwise, it could have potentially topped the day. I know how y'all gonna feel. Tim Duncan's great. So was Real Addresses. Alright? Fucking, shoot, Dirty Money. Already played that on the fucking top Trenta. You already know. But ain't nothing topping Dope Man Go. What the fuck you mean? Best banger. And best believe it. It's the best banger he's made so far. Nothing will top this shit. You and your little young nigga track is pales in comparison to this banger. With that weak ass 808, it can't match this shit. Alright? One of Shy's finest drill producer comes through with a sick 808. And don't get me started on the two melody switches you get, where you come from one that sounds like you're in a fucking blizzard, and then the other one where it's like fucking lightning storm, bro. Like fucking electric to fucking cold at the same time. It's like this dude's having that rare what's it called, snow thunderstorm or some shit like that. Fuck it. I remember that dude from the Weather Channel. He got excited because he like heard 3 lightning strikes during I think like a snowstorm or some shit. I don't know what his name is, but like he's all big and whatever. I saw that shit on like, I think it's like a long time ago, probably on YouTube too. Fuck it. But either way, Dope Man Go, hands down. How do you want to top it? This is where it's like, I don't mind when Tory sings like this, because like I said, when with the shit that he's doing on Chick State 5 and all that, save it for tracks like this, when you need to get lit and get rocked, alright? If this track comes up, I swear to God, if I'm fighting you, it's over. I do not care who the fuck you is. I hear this track, you fucking over. It's KO'd. I'm sorry. I'm invincible when this shit comes on. I mean, I can't tell you otherwise that, you know, the simple basic formula of strong 808 pattern, great melody and fluctuation, alright? From one melody to another, and I gotta fix my new coilovers real quick. That shit sounds so fucked up. And then, not to mention Tory's voice changeover, alright? From being high pitched, which fits perfect with the fucking setting and mood on this track, to where he goes in this new Toronto flow. Alright, I ain't dropped out of school, couldn't pass the SATs. I felt that shit. Same here. Well, I didn't drop out of school, but I could never pass that SAT bullshit. Fuck that. Fuck college. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I ain't paying no money for fucking knowledge when I can get that shit for free. You got me fucked up. University in my ass. Fucking pay for parking tickets and get that barnacle on your fucking windshield? Hell nah. Only barnacle I be dealing with is when I'm fucking watching SpongeBob SquarePants. But that's like a long time ago. I'm done with that shit. And that corny ass fucking gimmick that they got going on there. Anyways, I'm not here to diss your fucking favorite cartoon growing up watching. Ain't nothing dissing with SpongeBob, but shit can get really corny sometimes, man. It can. That being said, yeah, that's all I gotta say, man. Dope Man Go. This is the shit that you gotta play at a fucking rave. If you're gonna do like a Fargo Friday thing where like all night Friday you're playing Tory tracks, if you're not playing Dope Man Go, whoever the DJ is, I will proceed by the end of the night, go up the stands and knock you fucking out cold. I don't care how many bouncers grabbing on me. Like, you're getting knocked out fucking cold for not playing this track. You stupid as fuck, alright? You goofy. You gonna get your fucking teeth knocked in your fucking mouth, B. I ain't tripping about that. But regardless, man, I can't help it, man. This track, man, it's just like if Tory Lanez was like a Def Jam Fight for New York character, man. Like, imagine every fucking, like, I know y'all play that game, so don't fuck with me. Like, you know how like every time a rapper comes in, they got their blades moving in it, and then Fight for New York, the fucking music changes, the background music. Imagine if they would have all fucking made each artist blazing like had their own music playing, like one of their hardest shit playing. I imagine if Tory is getting in his blazing move, Dope Man Go is going, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know how they would work if it's like multiple characters, which is probably why they didn't do that idea in the first place, but fuck it. Maybe play them both at the fucking same time, man. But you see me here, like this joint is so fucking dope. I do not give a fuck who's looking at me. I'm dancing. You see me dancing and driving. I don't give a fuck. I'm sober as hell too. So let me keep that in check. So y'all motherfuckers on trip. But like, I don't give a fuck who's looking at me. It's like, fuck you. I'm fucking getting crazy with this when this track goes on. I'm fucking feeling it and it's good. So like, this is for me. It's one of my favorite workout joints to play when I'm really, really getting on my last set and I need to get that last juice out. When I'm also fucking ready to just get pumped up for something. It don't matter what it is. Or just when I really want to hear a good ass fucking banger to really just get my fucking day going. Like, especially when I'm waking up, I need to fucking hear something to bang, you know, my fucking speakers, so that way as I'm driving, I'm like legitimately like already awake in my mind. Like how I was telling y'all, like Tim Duncan, Real Addresses back to back, always got my day going on for fucking Dominoes. Nighttime, bro, I'm telling you, New Toronto 2, always on deck. That shit was so strong. Shout out to the homie Eric, who was my AM. Me and him were like hella, like, connection was strong though. Like, he was the only AM that got me, man. Out of everyone that was in that fucking home store I worked at. And shout out to Southside Phoenix, man. I fuck with everyone in there. But like, especially when I be cruising on the east side of Central, like going down on the streets, man, from 7th, 16th. My favorite was 24th Street. You just gotta be there and know what I'm talking about. I love playing New Toronto too, going through those streets at nighttime. And that shit, because the scenery was just so fucking dope. Dope Man Go was definitely one of those tracks that got me through the crunch time during nights when we were getting them dinner rushes, man. So you can't tell me otherwise. But yeah, Dope Man Go, Better. Oh my goodness, dog. Just give me a track with Better by itself. I'm fucking good. You know what I mean? Super Freak. I still need that extension of Lick. I think Lick needs to get a really fucking like, forget Letter to the City 2 was cool and all, but I think the track that truly deserves a what's it called, a re-up is Lick. Lick needs to get re-up, man. That's what I'm gonna tell you. That New Year's / Sauce Baby. Oh man, that track is so fucking slick and underrated. Of course, you know, Talk to Me Nice, Fargo Season. I had that as the Aaron Rodgers edition of the number 12 definitive. I gave you guys kind of like a bonus. It's like kind of like a deluxe version of the top Trenta Tory list. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. I might toss in one more 12 for y'all. I might call it the Andrew Luck edition, just to give you guys a little bit of a juice going on. But like, fucking A, man. I had so many memories, like, you don't even understand. Like, maybe y'all may say like I live in the past and shit, and that is making me biased. I mean, I think, one, you're wrong on that part. That's not really the main focal point. It's just when he was making music back then, his mindset was completely different. However, for me personally, I will tell you that, yeah, those music served great memories for me in the past. And when I reminisce on that, when I was making my best money so far, just back in the past right now. This is just one chapter of my life. It's not even over. The book has still got plenty of chapters to write on. So don't even fucking jump the gun yet before you want to talk shit on me. Alright? But yeah, some of my best money I was making, it definitely was with Dominoes. And throughout the whole time I'm driving around, for the most part, I was bumping Conflicts of My Soul, Lost Cause, Chicks Tape 2, New Toronto 2, especially nighttime, dude. I would revolve. One day I'll play Lost Cause. One night I'll play Lost Cause. The other night I play Chicks Tape 2. The other night I play, or I might go from day to night, Conflicts of My Soul. There were certain tapes I played certain times. Cruel Intentions I would definitely play during the day. It just felt like a day tape to me going into the sunset. Of course, when I play my own deluxe version, the 10 tracks, not the 5 track that's the official version that y'all got. I got my own 10 track self-made deluxe version. That's just, it kicks ass, man. It goes all the way, man, from Acting Like and ends with Karuche. You can't tell me otherwise. My shit's fucking fire. Yeah, which I will petition one day to Tory, be like, hey, maybe you want to do this deluxe one day. And same thing with Lost Cause, man. I have that shit in it really good on a deluxe note. I got that shit right now at 17. It used to be 16. I had to say that. It just feels right going all the way through the track listing. Um, I was expecting myself to be at the 20-minute mark. I'm surprised I'm only at 16. Fuck it. I really don't care. You really watching this long, you know I already fuck with you. So, fucking, yeah, I would go like that. One day, Lost Cause. The other day, Chicks Tape 2. My God, Chicks Tape 2. That was my closer. Like, if I was to play, like, if I went through a whole shift of dominoes from morning to night, like, as, like, how a baseball team go in with their starting pitcher, the relievers, and the closer, like, who was my fucking main closer, like my number one go-to closer, like my Mariano Rivera. All right, that was none other than Chicks Tape 2. Chicks Tape 2 closed the fucking deal. Okay, from Ride to fucking Unity, UNITY. You know what I mean? It's a short tape. It's only 30 minutes long. I could like Chicks Tape 2 is one of those records where I could fucking play that multiple times and I will not be phased by repetitiveness at all. It was a well balanced fucking tape. You know what I mean? Same thing with Conflicts in My Soul. Back then, dude, I could play that shit like, and I don't want to push it too much, but I was always conservative with how many replay backs I'd play because I don't want to, you know, kill a fucking the vibe of enjoying a mixtape or a record or anything like that. Conflicts, I could probably go the whole fucking shift if I wanted to. I could. Lost Cause, it was for me just a pure nighttime track. I could play it during sunset time. Certain tracks like Say With It feels good. There were certain times or cloudy days. When it was rainy days, those were the exceptions. I would play it when I got overcast days, gray clouds. Oh, it's Lost Cause season, baby. And I almost forgot to mention, I told you, shame on me. I told you every once in a while because it was I consider it such a dope record. I do not play that. Like I cannot tell you how much I protected this record, man. I made sure not to overplay this too much because if I did, I was afraid to lose the flavor. So I was very conservative. I preserved this fucking record very well. It's to the point where like even now I play from beginning to end. Like some of these records, obviously they're gonna get tired out, but it still feels like timeless music to me. But I told you definitely was one I would be able to play, daytime, nighttime, especially going from day to night like Conflicts. It's perfect, you know what I mean? And also my Fargo tape that I made, like I was telling you, I got that shit now. It's like sitting at 24. I might make that shit 25, but back then it was like shit, maybe like 18 or some shit like that. But that was also what got me through the mornings, especially as well. I would play that through the morning. It was like a compilation of all Fargo Friday joints that I didn't add on to other records of his, and they were just like leftover tracks. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just jump them all together. Because like certain Lucy's, I felt like really deserved to be on the fucking record. Like I said, Cruce definitely feels like Cruel Intentions vibes. I put that shit to end it. 40 Days, 40 Nights also ends Lost Cause. I think that's really about it. Like it was just those two records I kind of fucked with. Chicks Tape 2, I left it alone. For one weird phase, I put Say That on that motherfucker. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. It was a terrible idea. I took that motherfucker off. I still like the track. It definitely gave me some type of ambient vibe. I ended up adding it on Lost Cause, and it feels good. It feels good. It feels right with the artwork cover. Like you just get the whole fucking vibe. 3-in-1 thing, and that was really what made Tory special. Was like whatever you saw on the art cover, the music complemented just as well. It was like the music and the artwork complement each other like a baddie and you know what I mean, a self-made dude, like powered couple right there, you know what I mean? So like that's what I thought Tory really did well too. And then the little things, like I said, that including track listing, how you set up each track to go one after another. Like there were ways where like he could have 3 great songs, give you a relief, then 3 great songs and shit like that. And it was dope, man. But like I said, like throughout the whole shift, I would rotate his music, and New Toronto too. I want to get back to that. I almost got really off track, but New Toronto too, man. Fuck, that was shit. New Toronto 1, I would actually play that, believe it or not, during the days. It just felt strong during the days. I don't know why. At nighttime, I don't know. It just didn't feel like it. Like I'm looking for more like the cool ambient type of chill, like 90s mentality type of vibe. New Toronto 1 wasn't necessarily that, with the exception of tracks like Letter to the City, Um, Trap House was pretty good. I would play New Toronto 1, especially though during Halloween season. So October, it felt good to play New Toronto 1. Oh man, Trap House was the ultimate. Like that's like my Halloween joint right there. So you can't fuck with that shit. That's like the Halloween party joint to get things going. Um, but yeah, that New Toronto 2 it just annihilates everything, man. Like at nighttime, when I really am in like I got a hustle mode, that's New Toronto 2, going from, you know what I mean, the intro all the way to the end and repeating again. New Toronto 2 was fun to do that. The only song that always kind of killed me for like 3 or 4 minutes, I'm not joking, every time I would skip it. I fucking hated doing that because I felt like it was darn near a flawless tape. I would always skip Bodman's song. I'd always would. I'm sorry, but like to me, it was just like the beat was just very like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like when you drink and lean. You know what I mean? It makes you feel very drowsy and shit. So like I just didn't fuck with that. I skipped that. Wraith Talk for a good moment or two. I just didn't like the fact that it wasn't as well mixed. And I love A-Rap music production. Don't get me wrong. I've been fucking with this dude. Like I've always been like, oh, I wish Fabuloso. I wasn't sure what I was gonna call him, Fabulous or Fabuloso, but I always be wishing him and A-Rap collab a lot more often on the Soul Tape series, especially when going from Soul Tape 2 and 3. It's just he made some of the best beats that Fabulous hopped on. You know what I mean? Like Beauty. Oh my god, classic, man. Fucking A. But yeah, that Wraith Talk beat, it wasn't a bad track. It can be a little too long, so sometimes if I feel like I'm not rocking with it, I might skip that too. But more than often than not, I let it play through just because I like to let the vibe continue to extend out. Unless, of course, I turn up the car. But like if I'm driving through, it's cool. But yeah, New Toronto 2, man, that was the shit. That was my money getter. Like when I really needed a hustle at nighttime for them dinner rushes, it was there. I later incorporated Memories Don't Die before I eventually parted ways with Domino's, which I still got some amends I gotta make with a couple of people that I really do respect. I just felt like at the time I wasn't in the right mindset to really kind of like talk to them because I gotta figure shit out on my own end. But yeah, I still gotta go back and fix some shits with a couple of people that I'm pretty sure they might have burned the bridge on their end. You know, it is what it is. But regardless, I'm still gonna take the leap of faith and see where it takes me, man. And hopefully I can maybe find a way to amend those those broken paths, man, and try to do my part to fix it. You know what I mean? So but yeah, I had a lot of great memories, man. Tory's music was a part of that, was a huge part, believe it or not. Like it was there to accompany me, man. And I think that's where I can relate to it. Like his music gave me the motivation to hustle, man. Like no disrespect to any other artists out there, but it was just like the thing that made him different was he had that lone wolf mentality and he had that mindset to be greater than everyone, but also the fact that he pointed out and he wasn't ashamed or afraid of to admit that so many people shitted on him, made him put a chip on his shoulder and gave him something to prove, and he wanted to prove him wrong. I still am, but that underdog mentality, that's something I am truly like invested in, all right, for lack of better words. But yeah, I think that's really what made Tory, I think, super relatable and something that made me want to drive more. So I've always appreciated him for that. You know what I mean? I'm not, like I'm telling you, I'm not a fan of his music. I never went to his concerts, never bought any of his shit. I mean, other than his music. Like, I bought I Told You, Memories Don't Die. But after that, I kind of like, took a path, took a break from that shit. But, like, if he ever did drop the hardcover of, like, like a hard copy of Lost Cause, Cruel Intentions, Conflicts, absolutely, I'd buy that motherfucker. Chicks Take Two, you know it. Um, that's about it though. Until like he gets back to believing in his dreams, man, and making his swavy ideas come back again. Because I still think, don't think you're on top of the world just because you're complacent with, the temporary fame and success that you got now. Technically, what you was building back then, even though it was kind of going at a slower pace, long-term wise in the 2020 telescopic vision, it's going to take you to eternal happiness, and it's going to give you the eternal success that'll make you remembered for life, not just temporary. I feel like I'm saying this 20 fucking times, and when I run into this motherfucker, I'm still going to have to say it one more fucking time in front of his face. Probably going to tell me that he watched my videos, but I got a feeling that some motherfucker's going to either give it to him that's going to be out of context and something that is like what 1% of what I say to make it look, like I said, take it out of context and really make it look hateful or whatever. Because I get people like that talking about I'm bitter this and bitter that. You're gonna fucking tell me that I'm hating when I know that I've heard him make better music. I'm not hating on him wanting to have success or nothing like that. That's not what the issue is. But people don't get that. You know what I mean? They're just gonna jump on that because they've never fucking heard Tory until he started making music that was trendy and that's something that they could like fuck with, like the sheeps that they are. And they're gonna see me not knowing that I've been listening to his music for a long time, take shit out of context, say, oh, you hating it, you bitter because you don't like him being successful, and you hating on him because you think he's never been trash. In my opinion, he's always been talented and unique, but motherfuckers don't get that. It is what it is. And I feel like some motherfucker is gonna show that to him. He's gonna put him in a fucking bougie ass attitude. He's gonna come across me the wrong way. And when he does, I'm gonna fucking knock the shit out of him and whoever comes after me. Fuck that, you know what I mean? Like, and people are gonna still call me crazy, but it's like, I'm not gonna stand for any disrespect, especially when you think you fucking tough. And after I seen what he did with Dax on that fucking bullshit, that got me pissed, thinking, ooh, if you catch me in that situation, my nigga, you fucking toasted. I don't give a fuck how many sheeps you got. I'm gonna bite all they fucking necks. I'm telling you, he puts me in that situation. Finetto. Like, I'm not killing him, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not interested in taking anybody's life, especially when there's someone that's as talented as him. But like I've always preached about my black and blue mentality. I'll knock his ass out. Let him get back up, take that L, move on with your life and figure that out, So that's all I gotta say, man. I hate motherfuckers that take a snippet of what I say and flip that shit and make it out of context. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Truthfully, what I really want is us to talk as man to man, have a grown conversation, hash it out, and that's it. Like, I feel like if he lets God intervene and talk through him, and like we talk to each other like as children of God rather than as spiteful beings, I think that's when we'll make real progress. Because I feel like him and I aren't so fucking different the way we walk and how we act. I feel like, you know what? If I didn't get a chance to really grow this long without blowing up, like I could have blown up in my early 20s, bro, like how he did. Who knows how I would have been, bro? You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I'm glad. Then again, I don't know. Like, I feel like I still wouldn't switched up, but like, fuck it. You never know what position you could be in life when you're struggling and you need to make that fast money, and you have the what's the word I'm looking for? The resources to do that. I get it. I'm not gonna really try to shit on someone too much, which is why it's like, if Tory is in a financial struggle and he really had to make the music that he make that type of music just to get by, fuck it. I'm not gonna really chastise him that much. It is what it is, but I'm still saying you can still make the music that made you happy find long-term success and trying to be the greatest at the same time, you're gonna get paid for that. It's like two birds, one stone. You can't go wrong with that idea. But that's it. That's 30 minutes long. I'm done. This was an epic rant that I just went on. For whoever listens, which I know for one, at least I know it's T Lotus. Hey, thank you, brother. You know what I mean? I know you're working busy, busting your ass over at Chevron and all that. So thank you for that, bro. You know what I mean? And you guys, everyone else, y'all know who you are. You know, Romy, Taylor, Sauce, Kid, everyone. You know what I mean? I haven't seen Malik. It's been a long fucking minute, but I guess that's just how he is. That's cool. But no, I'm for real. Like, I'm ready to wrap this shit up. Oh yeah, Noah Simon. Let me shout out some more some more folks, man. Who else? I think there was like somebody else. I forgot their names. Damn. Adil, I think. Adil something. I don't want to mess up anybody else's name, but everyone else, shout out to the real ones. Y'all know who you are. That's all I'm gonna leave it at. Whether we agree or disagree. I know Romy's, or who is it? Not Romy, I think Sauce. Someone was giving me like a really good conversation on why Honda Civics should be in the top 5, and I understand where he's coming from. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, dog. I considered dropping Honda Civic out of the top Trenta in general, but I felt like for the good moments that it did, and plus Tory's performance on that was really, really phenomenal. You know what I mean? I'm not really too keen on the melodies just because I've heard a couple other dudes, myself included, tackle that sample and made it sound so much cooler and better that this one just kind of pales in comparison. It doesn't hit me like, say, when I first heard it, you know? But I have to acknowledge the impact that it did make, and there you go. But yeah, top 15, you can't complain, man. It's in the top 15, man. You know what I mean? So maybe you love Honda Civic crazy to death, but I feel like, you know, fuck it. Anyways, it's your boy True Blue signing out. I will see you. In fact, since I'm so late with dropping this, I'm actually gonna have number 7 drop back to back. So as soon as you see this uploaded within an hour or two, number 7 should come through. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all till then.